Hey friends, I'm in Philadelphia at 30th Street Station, and I'm going to take a quick station tour. I'm at the end of the concourse that serves the SEPTA commuter rail trains, and across this bridge, this pedestrian bridge, is office building, and also there's also parking here. Anyways, friends, we're going to just take a walk through the concourse for the SEPTA commuter rail trains, and can't go upstairs anymore because you need a ticket to access the platforms, so we'll do that another time. But these are the trains to the Philadelphia suburbs, and they have quite an extensive system. There's I think there's 6 tracks upstairs. And you can see they have fare control to get to the platforms, which is I guess a reasonable security measure. You know, you can still wait on the platform, which is nice. There's a few station services here in this small little concourse area. There's ticketing at the other end. We have a Pret here. And we're heading down into the main 30th Street station. So we're leaving the commuter area now. And I want to show you a nice feature about the station right at the end of this ramp. And there are car rentals right here at the station, and there's a bunch of them. There's 6 different agencies. It doesn't look like it's open right now, which is kind of a shame. It is Sunday hours. Alamo's open to, and National open to 2 p.m. But anyways, friends, it's kind of nice to take the train down from New York, depending upon where you go, and just rent your car here rather than avoiding all the New York traffic. Anyways, this is the grand waiting hall, which is absolutely gorgeous. There's a bit of construction going on at each end. This is the 30th Street end, which would be the west end. And you can see the beautiful columns, and they're doing a lot of work there. This is the main waiting hall. I'm booked on the 5:19 train, which they've already posted the gate and the track, but I got about 19 minutes. So finish the tour. Let's take a look at the ceiling, and this is the finished ceiling, or the ceiling about to be renovated. And then above the white area, that's scaffolding. So they're going to be doing something to the ceiling there. It's quite a project. How they have the scaffolding, I guess, maybe suspended from the ceiling. So we're looking towards the north end of the station, or the east end, and I'm standing towards the west end. So we have the destination board in the middle, and you can't really see it from here, but it is now 5 p.m. and between now and 6:18 there are 8 trains, and actually 7 trains and 1 bus. There's a March bus to Scranton, and the rest are Amtrak trains to Boston, Washington, and Springfield, and there's 1 New Jersey Transit train to Atlantic City. So we have access to the platforms on each side of the station. Right now they're just boarding a Gate 1, Track 2. And ahead of us is the construction for the 29th Street end, which I want to say is the east end of the station. And what we have is, it's hard to pick up, but we'll see the angel statue holding up the figure of a male railroad worker that died during the war. So this was their memorial. It's nicely done. I've done videos on this before. They have the flags. There's the angel. When the scaffolding is down, you can see it better. And this represents the different aspects of the military, Army, Navy, Marines, and I believe there's the Navy. And I don't think the Air Force was established at that. Oh, here's the Air Force. I know at one time it was part of the Army. But there's just tons of names here. All men that died that worked for the railroad. And okay, they're lining up. This is the gate we're going to go down. And I can see them lined up here. They haven't let them go down yet. It's a little bit early, so we'll continue with the tour. You can see there's a bit of construction going on here. I'm not sure what they're doing here. Maybe they're making it more accessible to get down to the platform here. Also, I want to point out there are some station services. There's a Hudson. There's a Hudson like bookstore. There's a little place to pick up snacks. There used to be a lot behind these doors, and they must be doing a major job underneath where it says Market Street. And there's a sign that shows work in progress. Oh, I thought I could get over that side, but we'll just take a quick look. So they are modernizing the station. It's going to be a new memorial for William H. Gray, who they've renamed the station after. It's still the 30th Street station. And I guess behind these walls, they'll have restaurants and food outlets. It's really kind of hard to tell from these renderings, but that looks like what's going on. Previous to this, there were a bunch of restaurants and stores where you could get supplies for trips. So that's good news. And this whole wall is blocked off, so it's quite a large area. As you can see, there's a sign after track 10 which says food court. That is pretty much all closed. There's just a Dunkin' Donuts down at the end. Okay, we're gonna switch around and look at the other side. The other side is station services. That's where we saw the car rental. But in addition to the car rental, there's restrooms back here, and they are enormous. Never going to be a wait for the restrooms here. And also back here are a customer service center. Not sure where they bring up the checked baggage. I think it might be down that way. We'll take a look. And this hall, I'm not sure what it was at one time, if it was for baggage or mail, but there's this mural, and it's dedicated to transportation. It's like 3D, Spirit of Transportation it's called. And I gotta back up so we can see it, the full thing. It's very large. I'll see if I can find the dimensions for it. And in the corners, we have different railroad histories. I haven't had time to review it. But at one time, the Pennsylvania Railroad was the largest company in the world. This shows 1942, 51 and 71, 1927. So this is a little bit of a history of the use of the railroad. It was built by the Pennsylvania Railroad. Of course, Amtrak took over in the 70s. It is one of the most beautiful Amtrak stations in the country, and there are a number of really beautiful Amtrak stations. And here we have some of the renovations from the late 80s. Of course, there's a picture of Pennsylvania City Hall, Philadelphia City Hall. So that's this room. Now, if you look above this balcony area here, this is the Amtrak Metropolitan Lounge. So if you have a sleeper car ticket or first class Excella, or if you're a member of the Amtrak Guest Rewards and you're a select member, you can wait for your train up there. Sorry. And it's usually very quiet. It's very nice. It's not as nice as the one in New York, but they do have little snacks and privacy, and it's quiet. And I'm not sure what this is. Almost looks like a little altar. So the station was built in the period of 1929-1934. So it's like the Art Deco. And it's, the Angel Resurrection structure is 40 foot high. So this gives little dimensions of it, and here's the old Pennsylvania Railroad symbol. And that's this room, you know, it's, maybe at one time they had additional seating here, but they've kept the seating to the areas near the gates. And they're kind of built in around the staircases down to the platforms. And it's a very nice atmosphere here. It's very well patrolled, well lit, and a lot of services. Over here is the massive Amtrak ticket counters. Of course, when things are running smoothly, people buying tickets, through the app, there's less need for a face-to-face interaction for tickets. Here is the Amtrak ticket machine. I've never used this version. I've used the older type, but I just usually get my tickets through the app now. And these are the people that are going to be on my train. I'm going to be heading down. I'll head on the end here. And the baggage check-in is straight ahead. And I guess the baggage room is down there. The baggage room is open from 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. daily. Oh yeah, there's the baggage conveyor belt right there. So anyways, friends, I'm gonna head down to get my train. And these benches are pretty comfortable. So it's 5:10 now. The train is boarding, and we're gonna stop at Trenton. And I'm not sure what other stops we'll make before we hit New York. Anyways, what I'm going to position myself, so we're in Philadelphia. The train probably originated in Washington, D.C. So if you're at the Washington station, you're towards the back of the train. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk towards the front of the train, just thinking it might be less crowded, because the back of the train would have filled up first at Washington. And I mean, it's Sunday afternoon, so of course it's it's a big travel day. And I just want to make sure we're going in the right direction. We want to be at the Boston head end of the train. And let's see, I can see a sign.
Oh, it's on. It's right here in front.
Okay, here we go. So Boston is this way. So I'm going to position myself up here, away from the crowd, and hopefully when the train comes, I'll be able to get a window seat, a seat. Well, doesn't matter. If I get a window seat, I don't care if I get a seat to myself or not. But I just want to shoot a few pieces heading up the corridor because we still have a lot of light here. Right now it is 5:12. The train will be here in about 5 minutes. But I'm not going to make you wait. We're at the easternmost platform, and which is tracks 1 and 2. And then we look across, we can see the other platforms. It's a platform for tracks 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. I think there's 10 tracks. So this is pretty. It's a pretty large station. It's pretty busy, and of course we're not going to see the SEPTA commuter trains because those are on the level above us in an elevated platform setting. New Jersey Transit does go from this level, and that's the train to Atlantic City. Anyways, friends, we're like 16 minutes into this little tour, so I'm going to end it. Come to Philadelphia, take the train, get off at 30th Street Station. You're pretty close to your 15 blocks from City Hall, which is Market and Broadway. There's a trolley service and subway service. It's a short ride. You have to leave the station to get either the trolley or the subway. The fare, I believe, is $3. I just paid with my credit card, so it's really easy. Just tap and go, just like you would in New York or Boston. Anyways, friends, I'm gonna end the video. Thanks so much for watching. Please, if you like the video, give it a like, give me a comment, and subscribe and share. Alrighty, friends, thank you, and God bless you. Bye.